Welcome to the RaceGrooves Weekend Show for the weekend ending May 7th, 2017. In this episode, I'll be showing another Off the Pegs video of Disney Cars 3 products. I'm going to show some play sets and stuff that have showed up. It might be the last time I do an in-store regarding Disney Cars 3. I think 2 weeks in a row is enough. But I'm also going to talk about some things that happened in track time. Had a little mistake. Now, well, there's a couple in two different Super 6-lane videos that I did. Two different mistakes, two different videos. One, no big deal. One caused me the other one caused me all sorts of trouble. And in the Ask RaceGrooves section at the end, I'm going to give you a little peek at a prototype that I have in my collection. Let's go ahead and get to this week's videos and also feature some comments. Now, on Tuesday, I did Truckin' Tuesday. So I did the Disney Cars 3. I did some fire trucks, perfect for Truckin' Tuesday. Toy Dude 83, my son loves fire trucks. He was excited to watch this video. Thanks, Mark, for what you do. You're welcome. I'm glad that he enjoyed it. And fire trucks, perfect for Truckin' Tuesday. Alberto Mendez, you called Miss Fritter Miss Lugsworth. Are you sure? I don't know if I make too many mistakes. Let me check. Tiny Lugsworth, that's the fire truck on the left. Miss Fritter, she's the yellow school bus. Lugsworth, Fritter. Okay, what did I say in the video? Now it's time for me to open up a red. Mrs. Lugsworth, excuse me. You were already open in the weekend show. You gotta go. This video's for the fire trucks. Well, I guess I got a little mixed up there. JT Gravedigger commented, what race, fire, and rescue means is that racetracks like Daytona have fire trucks made for them so that a race does not have to be halted to wait for a fire truck from a different area. Because on the side of the truck, it said race, fire, and rescue. And I thought, well, that sounds a little odd to me. Thank you for explaining. Of course, they're going to need fire trucks right there at the track in case of emergency, right? They can't wait for one to come down the street. No, they got fire trucks right there. And I guess if the fire truck stays right there, doesn't need a license plate, right? It's not out driving on the road, doesn't have the same legal requirements or needs that a regular fire truck. Thank you very much. And also, Mr. Michael Mathis Jr., in regards to, that's what we're talking about, the license plate. So, let's see, no need for a license plate. When Tiny only works on the track races or the race division, a lot of large XXL size guys in the South go by Tiny. Kind of funny, really. Is he die-cast or plastic? Well, he's a lot of plastic. Now, that was Truckin' Tuesday. Now, I also did a downhill racing video with Star Wars cars on the Super 6-lane. I did my on my long, 20-foot long scale quarter-mile track. Thank you very much for Zaki Ahmad to remind people to give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate that very much. Kieran Slapman, not to be disrespectful, but I think your starting tower needs to be a little bit taller for more speed, meaning closer races. Well, not necessarily. It depends on how you want to set up your track, right? If I made a longer slope, right, and less straightaway, or just made it faster, well, you know, the heavier cars are going to win because they're heavy. They're just barreling down the track. I don't necessarily want closer racers. I want to see who can make the distance, right? We need to balance it out between heavier cars and light. We really want to see also which cars roll better, right? Which cars roll smoother. But thank you very much for your comment. The gold shot, not to be disrespectful or anything, but doesn't it seem a tad redundant to have the cars that made it to the second round going against the same cars from the first? Yeah, I didn't realize that until editing. So once I get into my routine of my races, and I'll be doing a lot of races, so now I made this mistake. I should not have to, I doubt if I'll make the mistake again, because I'll be aware, mix them up on the future rounds. Now, EJLE, RaceGrooves fixture subtitle, Obi-Wan Kenobi? Is he from Japan? Obi-Wan Kenobi? Yeah, I did a little goof. There was a few goofs this week. This one's kind of unfortunate because, man, I previewed that video so many times. I don't know how I did not catch that mistake. Emilio Dell'Infante, awesome cars. Haha, you appears like Hitchcock cameo movies. When I was editing the video, I noticed that I whistled. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to leave that in. Silex commented, awesome. Can you tell me where you got the accelerators from? Hey, I've been collecting since 1998. So I bought the accelerators when they were originally in the stores. We're talking over 10 years ago. They're long gone from stores now. By the way, I said I'm going to be doing a lot of downhill racing. It seems to be a playlist set up on my account. I wonder what's going to be there. Friday, I did a Hot Wheels case unboxing video, and Stop Motion Master noticed the Black Focus RS at 408 is a wheel variation and normally has J5 wheels. Let's get a closer look at those. In this week's USA H case unboxing video, the cars had MC5 wheels. Here's a close-up. But when I did the International H case, it had J5 wheels. So it looks like there's going to be two different wheels available. On the back of the international package, you cannot tell the case code. I don't know, either one of them looks good, but if you like to hunt variations, maybe you'd like to seek both of them out. Sometimes if you look at the base codes, it'll give you an idea of which variation might have came first. Let's check this one. It says KO2. That's the second week of 2017 is when it was produced. KO2. So if the other one's before or after, let's see. Oh, KO2. The international and the USA cases were made at the same time. It's too early to know which variation might be a shorter run. Now this next mistake I'm going to show you caused me hours of delays. I had to go reshoot the last half of the race. This kind of mistake I didn't want to let flow through because I had a chance to fix it. Take a look at lane 5. You have Monster Racer. Next to him on the right, you have Clear Speeder. Monster Racer way out in front. Absolutely no question as to who won. And then I grabbed the wrong car. Speed Slayer did not win. I don't know what distracted me. Not only that, he wasn't even second place. I think he came in third place. So Monster Racer should have advanced. Let's see what happens on the next race. Montezuma is eliminated. It was my fault. It's not fair to him, and it's not fair to the viewers when I have a chance to fix it. So what did I do? I got the footage, and I went to that spot where Monster Racer won, right? I went to that spot, got rid of the rest of the video, and then I set up the whole area, put all the cars where they were, put everything back, so you, the viewer, you wouldn't even notice. If I didn't do this coming up right now, you wouldn't even have known. So what I decided to do, I'll just pick it up from there. So you got to see the actual results of the track time video. How about I go ahead and let you know what happened after my mistake. We have a different winner. I changed the whole results. Let me go ahead and share that with you now. Here I am picking the cars. I'm going to do this a little raw, okay? You're going to get to hear some of the stuff that I say while I'm recording so that I can keep track of what's going on. Next round, first race. Next round, race 2. I found out I had a cracked piece of track right there too, so I replaced it. Okay, now I'm just going to hurry up. I'm just going to show you the cars at the start gate, the race, and then the next batch, okay? It was really windy that day. I heard stuff coming down through the vents, so I had to check it out. We need one more qualifier. Here's the last group. Last chance. Something else I learned, don't wear flip-flops. They're noisy. This is the finals. If you've seen the actual video, it looks a bit different. Chill Mill gets his first point. One more and he's champion. Chill Mill needs one. There you have it. Totally different winner than the track time result. Second place. Racing for second place. Racing for second place. Racing for second place. The Corvette has one on the board. The Corvette has one on the board. Speed Dozer and the Corvette have one win each. Speed Dozer and the white Corvette have one win each. Speed Dozer and the Corvette have one win each. Oh. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. Both Corvettes and Speed Dozer. Both Corvettes and Speed Dozer. Anybody in lane 1, 2, or 3 advances. I quietly held up winning formula because my plan was during the video I would say he's the only one that does not have a victory. Winning formula is the only car that does not have a win. Winning formula is the only car that does not have a win. Winning formula still does not have a win. Winning formula still does not have a win. Winning formula still does not have a win. Well, winning formula made it to the finals, but he's in 6th place. As you can see, some of the same cars are in this group as in the track time video. Coming up next, Off the Pegs, Disney Cars 3 singles and playsets. At this target, the doors to the stockroom are immediately to my left. So there's going to be a lot of employees talking and a lot of noise. I'm going to have to use music because They might not want their voices on the video. A lot of the times, the cars that are with these playsets are plastic, so I don't particularly look to collect them. I'm definitely looking for Smokey. He's in the die-cast singles. I definitely want to have him in my collection. If you want your child to have a plastic version of Miss Fritter, this one looks to be plastic and probably safer for kids as opposed to the die-cast single that I've been showing you. This Miss Fritter is heavy. She has a metal body. I didn't buy any of the original Cars characters. I've been collecting since the very beginning, so I already have a lot of the basic characters. The only one that I did pick up is a single Lightning McQueen. I did not find Jackson Storm or Smokey that day. I found them a few days later. Let me open them up and check them out. A couple of the new Cars characters have this new sleek design. These are some pretty cool wheels. I like them. I'm really glad that I found Smokey. Classic looking truck. At a glance, I think I did find all of the singles that are shown on the back. I'll have to double check. How are you guys doing with your collection? I'm totally looking forward to new characters. As far as his sun shield, this is a plastic edition. Let's check out Daniel Suarez. Look how he has gold accents in his paint job. Very nice. Just like Lightning McQueen in the box set. I'll show that in a second. Daniel Suarez. But guess what? Look, Danny. There's a packaging variation. Daniel Suarez, Danny Suarez. I don't know if it's a running change or is known as two different names in the movie and they're going to always have two different packages. I don't know. I showed you the price for this box set in the store. I think $44.99. Not bad for 11 cars, and you get that Lightning McQueen. Nice to have a nice... Oh, look! I had him the whole time. I didn't even see him in the back corner. Oh, well. Now I have him in the box and a single. Coming up next, Ask RaceGrooves. Welcome back. Now, if you don't like collecting the Cars 3, maybe you skip forward through the video. That's fine, right? That's what the function is for. Or maybe you just sit back to check it out. I appreciate you watching it. I appreciate you checking out the show. Now, Ricardo Arianes said, great video. Can't wait for Cars 3 to come out. Ask RaceGrooves. Are you planning on watching Cars 3 yourself? Absolutely. Have seen them all once. Once is enough for me. Maybe I might go back and see them again in the future. But for the most part, I just see the movies once. And that'll be good for me. And Paul DeFarias at around 1150, the Trash and Bash Monster Truck. Is that lineup new? And what other models are in that line? It would make a good video. He's talking about this vehicle right here, Matchbox. They have like these monster trucks. There's not very many of them. As you can see, the same size as Hot Wheels Monster Jam. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure they're made in the same plant. I have no plans at this time to make a feature video showing them, because I have enough other things to do. As you can see, this package is from 2015. And I think that might be the first year they were available. I'm not sure. Look, the wheels are the same size. They even look like the same wheels. So, yes, I tested them. Yes, they'll work on the Super 6 lane. But as far as showing my collection of them, I don't even know if I have all of them. I just have a handful. I don't plan on showing a collector video. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a Super 6 lane way in the future. Here's Terraniac. Terraniac is based on a Matchbox car. And here is the Matchbox single. I was at a Matchbox collector show a couple years ago, and the Matchbox team brought a prototype for auction. The Albuquerque Gathering of Friends will have an auction, and those funds go to benefit Children's Hospital, I believe. I forgot the name off the top of my head. I thought it'd be pretty cool to own a Matchbox Monster Truck prototype, so I went ahead and won this one at auction. Sorry, I don't recall how much I paid, but it is definitely nice to own. I have a few Hot Wheels Monster Jam prototypes. Maybe I'll show those in the future too. Liam Casey, Ask RaceGrooves. Seeing the new track time video in my subscription feed really made my day. Good. I'm glad because I got to get caught up on my track times. Could you review more Hot Wheels World playsets? Yeah, it's something I got to get to, but I need to have like a filming area for that. I think I mentioned that before. Panthers Fan Gaming, Panthers Fan 98 Gaming, asked RaceGrooves, what do you think about the Tooned series? I hate it because it makes them look squished. And then he asked for track time in the Porsche 934.5. And you know what? The Tooned car I don't particularly care for is the Tooned Lamborghini. Not quite my favorite, but there's a few that have not been released in a while. Back in 2004, they had the Tooned Deora. Maybe you'd like that one to be re-released. I know Deora fans would like to see it. It came with surfboards for a while, and then they stopped putting the surfboards on. How about the Tooned Mitsubishi Pajero Evolution, or Pajero? I don't know how they say it. But it was kind of a cool car. Big bling wheels. Look at all the tampos, graphics all over. This was a pretty cool car. I don't think it had very many releases at all. This is one I really liked, and it was only released once. The Tooned Chevy Impala 1964. Yeah, that's it, once. I think this is the only color it was ever released in. Pretty wild design, big blown engine. Love the flat brown paint, wild decals on the side. Here's one we'll probably never see again. The Tooned Enzo Ferrari. That's because Hot Wheels does not have the license to make Ferrari models anymore. And to be honest, this one was okay, but I do like Ferrari. Toy Dude 83, hi Mark, my wife also enjoys your videos. Will you be doing a Mother's Day video? Ask RaceGrooves. Probably not. Happy Mother's Day, by the way. I don't even do Father's Day. And on my channel, I don't even really, if you notice, I don't refer to gender at all. Because I want girls to collect as well. And I'm glad that she's enjoying the videos. Thank you very much. Well, I don't know if she's collecting, but thanks for listening and thanks for watching. Little Boss, I remember growing up watching this channel. Started watching it when I was about 9. I'm 14. Glad to see this channel still growing. Yeah, me too. And thank you for being around. And I was kind of thinking about this recently. You know, it's interesting that I've been doing this for 8 years. So there's some people who could have enjoyed the videos in their childhood. They're growing up and maybe they're starting their own new family, and then I get the next generation of little groovers. That'd be kind of cool too, wouldn't it? I'm still here. On Instagram, 13 Boss Mustang asked, just wondering on that second car that won, Dan, Ron, or whatever his name is, it's Poe Dameron. There's a symbol on the front nose like a genie lamp in a 3/4 circle. I'm seeing the symbol on the fighter Hot Wheels cars on their wings. My question is, what is it and where's it from? Oh yeah, by the way, if you notice, I happened to screenshot that video right at 666 views. Is that coincidental, considering who won the race? Here's that symbol you can see on the nose of Poe Dameron. It's actually on the side of Luke Skywalker as well. Yes, it's a symbol for the Rebel Alliance. And even if you check the bottoms of the cars, you can see that Mattel has been putting the symbols of their factions on the bases as well. By the way, I stopped putting up a monthly post for Ask RaceGrooves. Instead, just find the recent weekend show post on Instagram and you can post your Ask RaceGrooves question there. Cookies Cars asked, do you have any VW campers, any generation? Here's a pic of one of my Maisto VW campers. I also have a sample of a vintage Matchbox VW camper. The roof does open up, but mine doesn't stay popped up. I'm not sure if it's supposed to or not. I doubt it. In my case, you can see a sample of a Matchbox camper trailer. That one, the roof just comes off and there's seating inside. On the last weekend show, Brian Artillery commented, wow, those 25 minutes shot past. Another great weekend show. Thank you very much, Brian. And, you know, I've been working on the flow of the video, developing techniques to make it more fluid. I'm glad that you're enjoying them. By the way, Brian's been going through my catalog of older videos. I really enjoy seeing people watch the old stuff. With the library of over 1,600 videos, I have a lot of content for collectors, and I'm glad that he makes very thoughtful comments as well. Usual Mike Television, when showing off GOTG at 828, they used Rocketfire casting instead of Milano casting for the Milano carded vehicle. Strange choice when they already had the license for it. P.S. Another great weekend show. I never missed an episode. Thank you very much, Mike. Yeah, you know what? Hot Wheels does have the Milano for the Guardians of the Galaxy. And I don't know why they don't use it for their 8-car sets. They use a bunch of fantasy cars. They did the same thing. Well, they didn't use fantasy cars, but same thing when they had a Beatles 8-car set. They had the Yellow Submarine. Why didn't they use it? I don't know. Well, I can tell you one thing. If they did put it in the set, the Yellow Submarine, they would have all been gone anyways right away. But yeah, I don't know why they do that. They just use cars as decorations with the graphics. I don't know. Digger Fan 549, great show, man. On point. Ask RaceGrooves. So at my local Walmart, I found Matchbox models that were from 1997 and I believe 1999. They were on the pegs with the 2017 case assortment. So those cars are almost 20 years old, right? Don't remember which case. And the blister cars were in great shape. I guess you can only speculate, but how do you think they ended up there? P.S. I shared them with you on Instagram. Enjoy, buddy. Well, the deal is that, look, what people do is they return them to the stores. They get out of collecting. Maybe they realize they can't get their tuned Lamborghini Diablo, and they can't resell it they can't get their dollar back trying to resell it. So what do? They return it and get their dollar back, right? Who knows why? Maybe somebody found a collection and they don't know what to do with it, and they say, "Oh, I just return it to the store." You know, sometimes you get some good stuff. Sometimes it's like, you know, we didn't want that the first time. Why are you bringing it back again? Anyways, thank you all for asking your questions. I hope you have a fantastic week. I hope you enjoyed this weekend show. If you do, you know, you can support the show on Patreon. I have a link. That's a link right there. And if you missed any of the track time presentations during the week, and as always, any links, any videos I reference, down in the description below. Thank you for watching. Happy collecting and have fun with your toys. Bye-bye.